Donald Trump may be slimming down, but behind his weight loss is a jaw-dropping contradiction that could cost millions of Americans their health. Let's talk about something that might sound personal at first. But trust me, this isn't just about one man's waistline. It's about science, politics, and the future health of millions. And yes, it starts with Donald Trump. Now, we've all noticed former President Trump looking trimmer during his 2024 campaign trail. Turns out he's dropped around 20 pounds, moving from the obese category to just overweight. So what's the secret? Ozempic? Wegovy? Some other miracle drug? No one's confirming anything, and Trump certainly isn't talking. But here's where things get really interesting. Dr. David Kessler, former FDA Commissioner and top science advisor to President Biden, took a hard look at Trump's latest medical report, and what he saw was more than just a thinner silhouette. According to Kessler, this isn't just a he's lost weight story. It's a public health bombshell. Let's rewind. Back in 2020, Trump had a heart scan that revealed plaque buildup in his arteries, a red flag for heart disease. At the same time, his BMI tipped him into the obesity zone. For doctors, that's a clear case for GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic, which have been a breakthrough in both weight loss and managing heart risk. Fast forward to now, and Trump's latest medical report shows a significant improvement. His LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, dropped like a rock, from 143 to just 51. That's thanks to intensive lipid-lowering therapy, a potent drug combo used for people at serious risk of cardiac issues. According to Kessler, this is exactly the kind of medical success story that millions of Americans dream of. But here's the kicker. While Trump benefits from cutting-edge medical science, his political actions are actively dismantling the very system that makes this kind of care possible. Let that sink in. The same federal institutions that developed and supported the drugs Trump is quietly taking, the NIH and the FDA, are now facing deep cuts under his leadership and from his allies in Congress. Nearly $2 billion in research funding has been slashed. FDA staff are overwhelmed and underfunded, so much so that some can't even use their government-issued credit cards to do their jobs. And perhaps, most alarming of all, there's a plan to slash Medicaid, the program that provides healthcare access to tens of millions of lower-income Americans. Oh, and remember those GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy? While the Biden administration tried to make them more accessible through Medicare, Trump has cancelled that proposal. So even as these treatments may be saving his own life, Trump is making sure they're out of reach for the average person. This isn't a one-off pattern. When Trump caught COVID in 2020 and got dangerously ill, he received monoclonal antibody therapy that may have saved his life. Therapy made possible by federal researchers and scientists. And guess what? One of the very officials who helped him get that treatment, Trump later fired. And now the FDA is facing what some are calling a brain drain, with thousands of staff preparing to leave, experts who were essential during the COVID crisis and Operation Warp Speed. If another major health crisis hits, the Trump administration might look around for answers and find no one left to help. So let's be clear, this story isn't just about Trump's cholesterol levels or how he shed some weight. It's about a president who's personally benefiting from the best science American medicine has to offer, while simultaneously tearing down the very institutions that make those advances possible for everyone else. It's a contradiction that could affect millions of lives, and it's one we can't afford to ignore.